Black Box Productions.
My mama, you know what I'm saying? Didn't really get a chance to speak on the Ahmaud Arbery as the people was like making an outcry for some justice on his behalf. Perhaps wasn't as tapped into the story as I should have been, could have been, would have been had I really been up on it. It's kind of like the more you hear about another video of an unarmed black man killed, the less eager you are to go check it out. And that kind of like was the scenario with me. But then, it's then when you hear no charges. I had kind of like went to view it a couple times, but as soon as the motion started, it was such a small clip that I was watching, and it took me so much effort to try to figure out what's going on that I just immediately ceased attempting to analyze it, and I just, we've seen it before, same movie, and I kind of overhear what was going on, and it was shocking, and again, and I'm glad that it continues to hurt, so we won't get desensitized to the point where we just accept it. But it was shocking to find out, once again, no charges. It was so reminiscent of the Trayvon Martin, hoodies up, God bless his soul, Skittles and tea. He looked just like me. And this is a scenario that we all know this is the script. Mind his own business, harming no one. Someone observed him doing such. In their mind, perceived, assumed, guilty until proven innocent, obviously, apparently, that this individual, young man, unarmed, was a threat, had some menace, some malice in his mind and in his heart. Called in to the people who are designated to make these type of decisions of who to apprehend, to whether it should be somebody out there looking at these people. They told him, leave the situation alone. It's not your business. Thanks for the report. He still made it his business to follow this individual, to engage him. At this point, from my American mind, the way I've seen everything else play out. He saw an innocent young man, stalked him, and now he's engaged him. I feel like this young man is entitled to do whatever at this point that he deemed necessary to make sure he leaves this situation safely. However, we all know the story. Somehow he's able to come out with the scenario that he had to murder this man in self-defense after he tracked him down for no reason. And here it is, we saw it again, no charges. And, it's good. It feels good at least to see. And they charged him with not only murder, they charged him with, look at that, they look like devils. We get profiled so much. And if we dare profile anything, they gonna cry. That's Klan. So I think it's time we start fighting fire with fire, intelligence with intelligence. If they think they know what we look like, you better know what it look like, y'all. And it looks like that's not only, but you can count $1.50 a Google percent of the time, I'm damn near. Probably not a Googleplex, but a Google percent of the time, it's gonna look like that. That's what it look like up under the white sheet. They got some more that'll shock you, but that definite. You can add them up. So, they gave the man, I don't know if y'all seen the video. I'm definitely not gonna play it. But it's available everywhere if you really could choose to stomach it or want to stomach it. But this was in Georgia. Y'all know the racial history of Georgia. 2 men charged with murder and fatal shooting of black jogger in Georgia. I can't believe they had a day free. 1 moment free. Every moment they were free. For each moment, I think it should be a substantial amount of money paid toward the family of the victims just for the moments. I'd say $1 million a moment. 2 men have finally been arrested and charged with murder in the fatal shooting of an unarmed black man. That's the phrase that is so commonly included in these stories that just is ridiculous. Unarmed black man, whose family said, they could have left that phrase out because what follows has been proven by the video, whose family said he was jogging on the day he was killed. So we're going to take whose family said out of that. Unarmed black man who was jogging on the day he was killed. Officials from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced Thursday night the shooting of 25-year-old AHMAUD Arbery, which took place February 23rd, ignited racial tensions across Georgia. Salute to Georgia. Arbery was confronted by Gregory McMichael and his son, Travis. Confronted by the coward Gregory McMichael and his cowardly son, Travis, who shot Arbery before he collapsed and died, according to the Bureau. Gregory, 64, and the coward, 34-year-old Travis, were both charged with murder. Amen. Hallelujah. Salute. Good for Georgia. And aggravated assault. Yeah, give them some of them extras. On my mama. The men were taken into custody and will be booked into the Glenn County Jail, the Bureau said. The decision comes days after cell phone video emerged that captured the final moments of Avery's beautiful, black, precious, young, promising life while he was jogging through the Brunswick neighborhood in February. According to the only witness in the police report, McMichael told investigators he thought Avery was a burglary suspect and ordered him to stop. Stop it, Zimmerman. McMichael said Avery violently attacked his son. Okay, Zimmerman. And the two fought over the shotgun before Travis shot him twice. Okay, Zimmerman. At the time, no charges were filed. McMichael is a former law enforcement officer. Okay, Zimmerman, if somehow affiliated with let it go. Thinking you still the law, thinking you finna be the law, never was. Zimmerman again, former law enforcement officer who used to work for the local district attorney. Due to conflicts of interest, the case is now on its third prosecutor. There go the triggeration. Keep your eye on the card, y'all. Who said he will ask a grand jury to bring charges? We'll ask. 3 prosecutors, 3 card Molly. Keep your eye on the card. Avery's mother, Wanda Jones, said the cell phone footage of the incident proves her son was not committing a crime. Exactly. He was out for his daily jog, and he was hunted down like an animal and killed, Jones said. And I agree. I'm hoping that all involved, they're indicted and they go to jail, as they should, forever. Avery's death sparked condemnation across the country. We're literally hunted every day, every time we step foot outside the comfort of our homes, LeBron James. Wait a minute, LeBron. Don't forget about the black man that was in his home, minding his business, and was hunted in his living room and killed, and his killer received a hug from the black judge. Don't forget about him. But according to LeBron James, we're hunted every day, every time we step out of our homes. Wednesday, can't even go for a damn jog. Man, like, what the? Man, are you kidding me? No, man, for real. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. AHMAUD rest in paradise, and my prayers and blessings sent to the heavens above to your family. From Georgia Congresswoman Stacey Abrams weighed in on the arrest on Twitter, writing Thursday. Important first step, but the first of many. Oh, man. The Georgia NAACP lifted up Arbery and his family struggle for action to help them draw attention to the heinous crime. We must not look away. Man, justice for them 2 dudes. We need the lynching. The same lynching that Donald Trump called for the Central Park 5. I'm calling for that same lynching for these gentlemen immediately. Skip the trial. Let's just keep it practical. Let's view the tape. Trayvon didn't have no tape, so Zimmerman was able to pull a slick one. You know about a colored life in America ain't worth on my mama. So I say, do them the same way Trump suggested that you do the Central Park 5, and I would love to hear him weigh in on such a sensitive situation that is affecting a community, his country, in such a vital way. What he called them? Thugs. And read the caption, y'all. Black man jogging in Georgia gets killed in cold blood, no arrest, just a dead black man. This is why he was kneeling. Just in case you didn't know, Trump, for the derogatory comments and the foul way Cap has been done ever since he decided to take a knee, which in a democracy that America has set up is supposed to be your most powerful tool, a nonviolent display of opposition to anything, especially something like innocent bloodshed. And to think he would be treated in such a fashion by such an American institution. And then when you could have been at least silent, and that would have been bad enough, you chose to throw your 2 cents in and degrade and down talk the individuals participating in what is an American right and institution of a peaceful protest. It's deep, y'all. And here we are, years later, black blood still being shed for no reason. Unarmed black man being hunted down by 2 armed, self-admittedly appearing in you as a threat, strangers, while you're trying to be healthy at 25. You know the history of black men, George Zimmerman being approached. Somehow they trying to flip the narrative and say, oh, he attacked someone. No, the attack started as soon as you started pursuing him. That's when the attack started. If I attack you with a vehicle, I don't attack you when I hit you. The attack starts when I start going in your direction with an intent to cause you to be unsafe, to be alerted. You should have time to be able to defend. There's no way possible he could attack anyone after y'all done tracked him down, hunted him down, made him nervous, made him scared. Now he turning around to see what's happening, and he sees a weapon, and now he attacks someone. No, rest in peace, Trayvon. Rest in peace, Arbery. That is ridiculous. Oh, my mama. Got my blood boiling. Then the video we seen the other day, like, what's the difference between these dudes not having uniforms and then the dude in uniform can just flight the SA dude from behind and dog him? I've heard no more follow up on that story. Need to raise our voices, y'all, everybody. Whatever the same pattern it took to get these 2 demonic individuals brought to justice, at least to a portion of justice. We got to see it through before we celebrate too hard, because you know how it go around here. They'll make it clear. They've been doing it for years. They respect our life less than a deer or a steer. Oh, my mama. He didn't get to really experience life. No, and he out here trying to do the right thing, jog, be healthy. Oh, my mama. That is ridiculous. I'm so glad they didn't give him no boo-boo charges. And I think they need to get the full extent of everything those charges are capable of giving them. Oh, my mama. Try to play a nigga. Rest in peace.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.